Haktua.
Do you guys even think that's that bad? Like for being like internet famous, do you think what she said in the interview is that bad?
I mean,
Um,
it's no, I don't think it is. But I think I don't know. I think it's dumb that it is a thing.
You're you're upset that she became popular because of that.
I don't care. I don't know. It's so I don't know. It's just
I would put
Yeah,
it as like I wouldn't want Macy to be famous for that. Like that would be like,
true.
I
Yeah,
wish you would have said
do you ever
anything
marry
else.
the Hot Tua girl? I think
Yeah,
maybe. I think
Haktua.
I mean,
Nah. She seems
but
like a nice person. She's like
no,
donating
I
dog
mean,
food
yeah,
to
she
shelters
I
and
seems
mean,
stuff.
fun. She
sure.
seems like she would be a fun time.
I
Like
don't know.
no, just out and about. But uh
I
but
don't
I don't
know.
know, man. I think there was a couple guys at work saying like, "Oh man, that's like I feel so bad for her. Like that's super embarrassing." And I'm just like,
She said it.
I
It's not that
mean,
bad.
yeah, at the I mean, and she's she was probably just joking anyway.
And
Like,
she's what,
Yeah.
20?
I don't
Guy said some
know.
dumb shit at 20.
I don't. I don't know. I'm not a big blowjob guy, so I don't. I don't know. Is that even good? Is that even sound advice? It sounds like it is, but like, I feel like people knew that. People are acting like she's like unlocked the sex code for blowjobs, but it's like I don't. Was that such a secret that people not like were? Is this? I don't. I don't know. I don't. I just don't understand like why it exploded. Because I think it's just because it's funny.
Yeah, because people are freaks.
You're Mason. I can't tell if you're frozen or if you're like
He
so
is
surprised at
frozen.
what I'm saying. You just
He's
texted me
frozen.
saying you're frozen.
I did think he was holding it for a long
It's okay.
time.
This is a good spot for the curtain to come in and just go, and then we'll come back and have some
We're joined by former President Donald Trump.
dude, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's real crazy.
It's the fucking
You know how we
craziest thing.
celebrated?
I can't believe it.
Not celebrated.
We did
Not
not
celebrated.
celebrate.
Not
Jesus
celebrated.
Christ.
That's a choice of words for sure. For sure.
Jesus Christ. The
You know how
former
we
president was shot at, and you say we celebrated it? Jesus.
we reacted by eating Mexican food.
No, we were getting Mexican. We were waiting for Mexican food to arrive
That's
when
true.
it happened.
That is true.
We didn't.
I need
we
to get
didn't.
the order correct.
It wasn't like we were watching CNN and we were like, "Oh my God, Trump almost got shot. Let's get Mexican."
We need some Mexican food.
Trump got shot, and
then
then Mexican food just happened upon you.
we got to get Mexican food now because the Republicans are definitely going to close the border off. They're going to be pissed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wall will be built.
Wow.
It was someone on TikTok. It was crazy because they were like, "Do you guys know like now like Gen Z and even millennials, well, mainly millennials, have now lived through like a terrorist attack, a couple depression or recessions, um, a presidential assassination
Oh, the list-
attempt.
The list is going behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A
It's
long one.
there's a few others I think, but I don't
But
pay
we
attention
didn't have
to
to
the
fight
world.
in a war, or at least I did. I can't check that off on my. See on my.
Well,
on
I mean,
my,
we were
on my millennial Gen Z whatever the fuck
yeah.
list I'm on. I can't hit that mark on my
I
bingo card. 'Cause
mean,
I didn't fight in the war.
well, you didn't fight in the war, no.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Me personally, I can mark off a lot of that stuff surviving through, except for that one.
Well, yeah, but there was war
But I did
in
use
your
the,
lifetime. But I
so
did
that's,
sleep in a Holiday Inn one time. Do you guys remember those commercials? Those were funny.
I once slept in a hotel room. Well, it wasn't a hotel; it was a motel, and it was a hole in the
Holiday
wall.
Inn. Oh yeah, I was there.
Batesville.
Oof.
Hated
Brick
that
killed a
place.
guy.
Dude, someone definitely died in that spot that weekend we were staying there,
Yeah.
and it was
No,
almost
there
us.
was. Yeah, there was someone who was murdered for sure. Like the night we got there.
All I'm saying is that night, me and Leighton, we were sleeping in the same bed together, and we both the next day separately told people that we woke up in the middle of the night, like, not at the same time. We weren't talking, but like we each woke up thinking there was someone standing at the end of the bed.
Ugh.
Both
I
of
don't
us
like that at
separately.
all.
Yeah. And then, it was, that place sucked. That was a
I'm
scary.
listening to your story, but it looks like Mason is like really listening to your story. Yeah, like it looked like Mason really wanted to
Do you
get
remember that night,
all of
Mason?
that.
We almost died.
Uh.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
God. Don't tell anyone.
Oh Lord. Yeah, so Trump almost got shot. I saw a meme this morning of his face over Van Gogh's painting with one ear.
Oh, I
So
didn't
that
even
was,
think about
I
that.
knew it wouldn't take long for stuff
People
like
are
that to
so
happen.
fast.
I
People are
just
so
love
fast.
how both sides think there's something fake about it in some way. Like it's like Democrats just think it was a setup. Which I mean it could have been. I mean that's a crazy play, but it's a play.
That's the
You
crazy
know?
thing is like, imagine if like when JFK got shot, right? And
Yeah.
everyone immediately was like, "This is all a hoax." I mean, people did think that, but like, immediately, right? It was not like, I mean, what kind of world are we
Yeah.
living in? Like, you can't trust anything. I watched the
I
video.
know,
Did
but
you watch
his
the video?
head exploded.
It was scary, dude. Not the
Yeah.
JFK one. I mean, that is a scary video. But like the
Yeah, that's
Trump
super
one,
scary.
the one that just happened. This happened, by the way. We're recording a day after that happened. That happened less than
Yeah.
24 hours ago.
I'm
Yeah.
sure by the time this comes out, it's still going to be a hot topic.
Oh,
So
this is gonna. I mean, the orange, the Republican National Convention is in 2 days from now, or it's tomorrow. I can't remember if it's.
yeah,
Is it Tuesday? I think it's on a Tuesday.
I
It's
don't know.
Sunday now, but it
But
doesn't matter. But yeah,
yeah, it's kind of a weird coincidence that the last presidential assassination was what was his name? The actor Reagan, and he survived. He got shot like hard though, and a couple of times I think, but he survived. But
Yeah.
I mean, Trump's kind of similar to Reagan, I would say, in like
Yeah,
policies and whatnot. I mean, I think it could have been a play. I think it's
it
like
is.
kind of
It is a
how
lot like
the
Reagan.
how South Park puts it on the American government. It's like they probably didn't do it, but they want you to think they could have done it.
Yes, that's what it is. They
Mm.
want you to believe that they could have done that. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. I could have done that too. Yeah, you.
Here's
I
my
could have done
question:
that.
have the Simpsons done this? Because that to me kind of tells if it's
Um.
true or not. If this
That's a
is
good point.
real,
I mean, they definitely had Trump as president.
Yeah.
right? They've
So
probably had an episode where a
I.
president at least gets shot.
Oh, I'm sure that's. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's a thing. I'm sure they've
I'm
done
sure
that.
there's an earshot in there once or twice.
Damn.
But then the Republicans are pissed off because they think like the Secret Service like wanted him to die, and so
Well, the
they
thing
just
Yeah,
is,
didn't try
it
to
was
stop him at
funny
all.
how both sides are kind of attacking this issue because the Republicans were so like Biden sent this guy to us. He Biden. And first of all, if Biden were to call in that assassination, one that guy would have Trump would be dead. If the president wanted him to be like assassinated, he would have found someone that wasn't a 20-year-old kid.
right.
Yeah.
And also, if Biden would have wanted to do it, it's an official act. He can do that technically if he wants to now, so he wouldn't get in trouble for it. And three, that's the end of my list.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but then all of a sudden they find out that the address that he's living in, what's that guy's name? Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Crooks,
They
yeah.
saw that the address that he was living in was like the it was a Republican. Like the address was like the affiliation was
registered.
Republican.
Like he was a
Registered
registered
voter,
Republican
yeah.
He was a
voter or
registered
whatever.
Republican, and then all of a sudden, all the Republicans were like, "Okay, guys, let's stop. Let's all calm down here. Okay, let's not be so mean."
Yeah.
I was like,
I saw a TikTok though where like he made a TikTok like a week in advance saying how he hated Republicans though. So
"Really?
yeah, I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know what any like it
It's hard
dude,
to
it's
tell."
so hard to
Dude,
tell.
there's people are
The
making
spray
so
of
many fake
information.
accounts already
Yeah, dude.
for him.
Oh yeah.
There was like
It could have been AI for all I know.
there was a TikTok
Oh
or
well, no, someone else died too, I
a
think.
Twitch
So
guy
that's
who
sad.
said, "Yeah, see, that's the thing."
That's
okay.
yeah.
I heard so many scary things this morning on the news, and they were like interviewing people that were there, that they were like, because no one, like the gunshots are going off and no one's leaving, which is crazy. Like everyone's just standing there watching, and people in the crowd were like, "I'm just so happy that nothing happened to the president. It doesn't. We don't really care what happens to us as long as he is safe." And I'm like, "What?"
That's
Someone,
cult
like,
behavior.
I bet the mother of the person that died is gonna be fucking pissed off when she hears that.
Yeah.
Because that's insane. Why would you? I just like, I'm not saying I would jump in front of a bullet for Biden. Fuck that. I wouldn't jump in front of a bullet for any politician. Are you fucking insane? Why would you do that? Why would you want him protected over you? I don't know, man. Those people are like with the like the worshiping of him is crazy. And I'm actually really glad he didn't die. Which is a surprising thing that has to be said.
Yeah, I
You'd
think
have to
there's
be
a lot
like-
of people
Well, like if he would have got
would
shot
have
in the
thought
head,
a week ago, I wish he was dead, and now they're like, wow, that would have been really bad
that
if
would
he would have
that,
died.
that's the powder keg that would have exploded into a war for sure. I mean, who knows, man? My first thought was like, if this was fake, what's the angle?
Yeah,
Like,
what's the play
why would
there?
they fake this? What's the reasoning of that? And I mean, the only thing I could think of, if they were like wanted to like not kill him but make it look like he was going to be, ramp up tensions, I guess.
I mean, that could sway a lot of undecided voters, though. I mean, it's like, oh, dude, this guy just survived an assassination attempt. He's got my vote. There's definitely a handful
But
of voters like that.
It's not like he saw the fucking bullet coming and Matrix dodged it. The Thomas Matthew Crooks, or what was his name? He missed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Trump dodged it or like caught the bullet.
Yeah.
Or like took it like in the chest like Superman and it like.
I don't think it even hit his
fell.
ear, technically, right? It just like busted his eardrum, and that was the bleeding, right?
I'm not
Or
sure.
did it pierce his ear?
I feel like I saw a picture where it like it looked like you could see like where it went, like where it hit him, but it was just like blood too, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
It's a crazy video.
I think what the craziest part of all of it was like, of course, they didn't know who the shooter was, and like I showed Van a clip shortly after of like somebody being dragged out. Unfortunately, it was probably the guy that died. But like, just on Twitter or X, within an hour, I'm seeing like dead bodies, and I didn't search for it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh
the
yeah. The
shooter is being
algorithm
dead,
sucks.
and you're like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
seeing a close-up photo of a 20-year-old kid dead, and I
Yeah.
didn't go like that's so wild to me that how much access people
Well,
have to like
oh,
this
I don't
thing.
know,
Like
man.
people
Dude.
found out about JFK like a week later, or like
Yeah.
dude,
Oh,
I've already
or
I
they
see what
saw it
you're
on the
getting.
news
I've
the
already
I see
next
what you're
day.
like.
people are
Yeah.
drawing up graphs on the map of the layout of the whole situation.
Yeah,
Like people are doing like people are already
they have like
I've already
3D
read
renderings already.
conspiracies. Dude, it's insane. And like we're still waiting for the secret. I mean, I don't know. His accounts are all locked out. We're kind of just waiting for the Secret Service and the FBI to tell us what's happening. But what did we say about JFK, Trace? His brain was missing. They didn't
Yeah.
tell us. So it's
Well,
remember,
no, he was a
everybody,
robot anyway.
when the FBI and the Secret Service, whatever they tell us, just know you got to look at what they're not telling us. Right. That's
What did
how you
Kevin
be
Costner
a good
say?
conspiracy theirist.
Let's play ball.
Kevin Costner in
I've
that
been
movie.
asleep for
He's
3
like, "I've been
damn
asleep."
years.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So wake up, America.
Wake up. Hashtag wake up, sheeple.
Do you think he went golfing this morning?
Ooh,
No.
good question. I'm sure he's.
Surely not.
I'm sure he's.
Dude,
If
there's
I
no
was Trump,
way.
I'd be in the bathtub right now, like with the shower running, like but crouched, just like. Fuck. Okay. Shit.
It'd be hard to
Maybe.
step outside,
I'd be
man.
scared, man. And then
I don't know.
they're beefing up the RNC, the convention. They're beefing it up like security.
Oh,
Big
for sure.
time, big
Well,
time.
they should have been doing that anyway. But I don't know. Like some people that maybe have some high egos, they might see that as I am the greatest person ever. No one can touch me. I'm not
Well, you
saying
saw
he
he
is
did
going to
the
react like that, but
he did the fight. He did
no,
that
I mean,
thing after getting
Is that
shot,
what he
which
said? Fight?
I think so. Pure adrenaline. That had to be pure adrenaline. When he was
oh,
being
I'm
walked
sure.
down the stairs, dude, he looked shook. Which I'm not
Yeah.
surprised at. I'm not like
No.
saying, "Oh,
I
look
think
at
he
him.
was
He was so
carried.
scared. He almost got shot in the head with a pussy." It's like, no. This is not Call of Duty. This is real life. Someone
Yeah.
just tried to take his life, and this is a man who is like has constantly avoided conflict, been able to like
Yeah.
use his privilege to get away from it and skirt around it, and
Yeah,
someone
good.
almost just took his fucking head off.
And don't
And
forget
they're a
he's married.
Republican.
He
They're
has
a Republican.
kids.
Yeah, this is.
Like it's
He's a
so
He's a
scary.
former president. It is bad
Yeah.
on the Secret Service's part too, because people were pointing.
Yeah.
People saw
Ugh.
him climbing the building
With a
before that
gun.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the he
And
had
then
a rifle.
army crawling on the roof.
Yeah, he had a rifle in his hand. He's climbing up the side of a building. They're like, "Hey, and they were ignored. This says they were ignored by security and whatnot. But yeah, there's like photos of him on the roof and people seeing it. It's crazy.
I saw a thing online that said that the sniper that's like in the famous picture of like the return fire,
Yeah.
he said that he had him sighted for like 3 minutes, but they wouldn't give him the okay.
Ooh.
Why would
They
you?
wouldn't give him the like shoot order.
That's that
That's
Captain
crazy.
America.
I don't know.
That's that
That's
Captain
crazy.
America
Which
quote
I guess-
from what's that? Civil War. When you work with someone, when your orders are coming from someone with agendas, those
Yeah.
agendas change. And what's that? What you say? Like, what if they want us to go somewhere that we don't want to go, or what if we
Mhm.
need to go somewhere and they won't let us?
They won't let us.
It's
Yeah.
one of those situations.
And I
that's,
think
dude, that-
Brave New World is gonna
Oh.
explore it even further.
the book.
Of like him being an official military
Oh,
position.
the movie, the Captain
Yeah, yeah,
Falcon
yeah.
movie. Yeah. I thought you meant like
the
the Aldous,
Captain America 4.
Aldous Huxley book, Brave New World. Which, hell yeah,
Yeah.
read that shit. Good stuff. It's like the opposite end of dystopia from 1984. It's so sick.
Oh.
So sick, dude. Like it's like where they like instead of like depriving people of everything, they give you like drugs that make you happy and like you don't think about your
Dope.
problems and like there's no more human sex. It's all like they grow everyone in test tubes and everyone's beautiful.
Oh, that
and, like
sucks.
they make you look beautiful and young forever. Like it's a whole.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude, read it. It's good.
Is there a
I think
movie?
there's a movie or a show with Ethan Hawke. In
Ethan
that as
Hawke,
well.
you say?
I
Good
think
start.
I could be wrong about that. Let
Hmm.
me know on the gram.
Ew,
guess,
don't ever
but-
say that again.
Yeah. So yeah, Trump almost got shot. That was crazy. We're still seeing info as it comes out, so we'll just move on from there.
That's
Yeah.
probably the
Had to be said.
breakingest news we've ever reported on
I
this
think
show.
so.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
gotta be.
I think so. We almost recorded yesterday too. Can you believe that shit?
We would have missed it.
We would have missed
Yeah.
it. Story of the election of the year, and we would have missed it. Not saying that we're happy it happened. Just
Yeah.
it
It's
definitely
just
would've-
crazy.
It would have been on my mind as someone who runs a podcast internet show.
The guy that took the photo of like the flag in the back and Trump's fist in the air, he had a GoPro on his head. So you can literally see him setting up the shot in real time.
Whoa!
You can see the video of him like scrambling to get
Wow, would you-
angled with it.
If you were that
And
Secret
then there's like
Service guy,
gunfire. It's
would
crazy.
you shoot that guy if you were the Secret Service man? Would you just be like, "I'm gonna shoot him"? He's taking
I
aim.
mean, well, I feel like they have to like confront him first, but at that point, if it's been 3 minutes, I think that's a long time for
You're
just
the-
someone with
you're
a
the
gun.
Secret Service. Take the hit, take the fall. If they're like, "Oh, you should have been like, hey, you can't shoot him," we're gonna shoot you if you try to shoot him.
Yeah, but that would have been crazy though. That would have been a shift in the other direction
The
though.
Secret
Like people
Service
would
is
have been
always,
mad.
but like this
The
is
Secret Service is to protect the president.
the Secret Service messes up so badly with every single presidency. It is wild. It is wild how badly they mess up. Because when they do, it's always bad.
Yeah.
Every president they've messed up with. It's crazy. Like this could have been terrible. This could have been a terrible, terrible, terrible situation.
And it would have been on live TV. Hawk 2.
Yeah, it would have been on live TV.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
Hey, speaking of live TV, let's segue. Let's segue this way. No, let's segue back this way. This direction away from the Trump stuff.
Okay.
Because I saw something today while I was watching the news that I didn't know existed. I didn't know ever would exist.
Oh.
And now that I've seen it, I'm questioning if it should exist.
Because that's what I thought about the 3D printer when I first heard it was out.
Right, this is the 3D printer of news stories, Mason.
Ooh.
I watched the 2021 Air Guitar Championships.
Nice. Okay.
Which you right at face value, you're like, okay, hell yeah, I'm in rock and roll. I'm into this.
Is it just like 10-year-olds or
no? Trace.
Ew.
Then
you guys listen to me right now. This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Like, dude, I can't even. Like, you have to look it up. I can't even imagine. I can't. Oh my god! So it starts. First of all, it starts off with these two announcers. They're wearing suits that are way too big for them.
Cool. Okay.
They look like they're 19.
I like it. Okay.
And it feels like an internet joke, like a joke show. It doesn't feel real.
Feel like it is.
They're talking about like, what's up, guys? Trying to get radical. Well, here's the
I like
here are the
radical.
judges. And they'd say the judges' names. And they all got weird ass names. And it's like the judge is looking for three things: performability. We want to see how you perform in front of the crowd. We want to see your I don't even remember how he says it. Like see how you hit the notes. If you're able to, like, if you're actually strumming the notes as we hear them, and then your freestyle or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so this will be interesting to see if they actually like strum like to the actual notes. Like that'd be cool to see, like them actually like doing it correctly. And I gotta say, I don't think a single contestant I saw has ever touched a guitar in their life. It is like, I was telling Trace this, and I don't know if this is on YouTube or if you have to go to dropout.tv. But if you know the Game Changer episode where they do air guitar, they do it better in that comedy bit than anything I saw.
Yeah, in
on the
improv situation.
Dude, it was rough.
Dang.
What were they playing? Like rock
Did they
anthems?
pick their song?
Was it good music at least?
Or
were they all on stage at the same time?
No, it was one at a time, small stage, but a good crowd. A good crowd. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull something up here.
Two things, but my last thing is going to be different. Yeah, probably. Well, maybe not.
Yikes.
Probably not. Probably not. You probably have to try to fill seats first before you can sell tickets, you know? Like, hey, we should probably tell people this is going on and that it's a thing. And then after that one performance, they're like, I'm glad we didn't invite other people. But dude, would be, I think would be kind of a better competition would be it similar to the air guitar, but you have like a rock band guitar or a Guitar Hero guitar, and you're just playing the song, but like in South Park, where it's not hooked up, but you're like facing the crowd like you're playing, and you're just hitting the buttons at the same time. And see if you can like memorize it. That'd be fun.
I like that.
It'd be a lot better too. Like, well, maybe not. I didn't watch the air guitar. And two, if you think that is rough, dude, you got to go on Netflix and watch this documentary about competitive tickling.
Oh, no. See, I know that exists.
No,
dude,
that's
wrong. Dude, it is so cringy. It is the most cringiest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. It is crazy bad.
tickling?
Well,
Have
and there's a
you-
lot more in the documentary. It's way worse than just that. But like when it just shows the competitive tickling parts, that is just cringy, dude.
Yeah, have you
It's
never heard of that? It used to. It
Is
was
there
they
a
definitely
tie.
crowd?
before.
No, there's no crowd, but they
Okay.
tie up. They tie
No. Yeah,
up.
it's
They tie
almost
you
like
up, and then there's like 1 to 4 other people just all
Yeah.
around you tickling you, like
Tickling you.
2 people straddling you, like tickling your neck and tickling your feet, and then one
Is
person like
there
tickling your armpit and one tickling like right above your underwear line.
No.
It
was
is,
there
bro.
consent or
Yeah, it was consent, and everyone
oh
was like,
god.
most people were of age, but like it's in the grand scheme of things, it's legit. It's like a legit thing,
Right.
but it is just cringy.
That sounds horrible.
The documentary was good too. Like
It's a
it
good
was a good
documentary.
documentary. It was a
Yeah.
good documentary, but anytime they showed the actual competitions, it was
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Tickled is Trace. That's a wild
So
ride.
is the competition the best tickler or the person that is the least ticklish?
I don't know. I don't know. It never said it once. It just showed people getting tickled and fighting it. Like, dude,
Oh,
stop.
I
Dude,
would be
stop
so
it.
bad.
And it was all dudes. It was all guys.
I
I
hate
mean,
that.
I guess that weirdly makes it I don't know what to think about that. Like with
Yeah.
women, it would have just been like weird, like even more cringy. Like, oh,
Yeah.
why are these
Like,
guys in this profession so they can tickle women? But then it's I don't know.
yeah. Well, like, if it was like women getting tickled, I like my first assumption would be like, oh, this is just like some sexual thing for
Yeah.
sure. And then, like, well, when you watch that, that was my first thought too. I was just
Yeah.
watching like the dudes. I was like, oh, this is a sexual thing for sure. But
Oh, that's weird.
But dude, it is cringy for sure. And the
Do they
documentary was like made back
practice?
in 2016. No, no, they just get random people off the streets. It's like
Are
mainly
there
people like trying to break into acting or something, like trying to
Yeah, they
oh
get like
further
models.
like
It's sort of like
yeah,
the ultra fetish niche of the casting couch.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, because they pay you like 2 to 5 grand like
If
up
people
front.
understand that reference, which
Yeah. Well, yeah.
so I
if
found
you're
a
in a tickling
video.
competition, you definitely understand this reference.
I found a
Yeah.
video of some air guitar. I couldn't find the actual video because I had to put in a TV provider for ESPN because air guitar is an
It
official
was on
sport.
ESPN, huh?
See
Nice.
it?
It wasn't even
I
on the
Yeah,
Ocho.
it was on the Ocho, ESPN 8.
Oh, okay.
See the Olympics next year. It's gonna be on there. Fucking air guitar.
Oh.
I
So
did see that breakdancing is in the Olympics.
Oh, that
Or it's
would
just
be
called
sick,
breaking.
actually.
It just said breaking.
this is during an interview with 2 of the contestants that are in the competition.
Okay. I like her vibe.
Her
They
dress
all
is
have
cool.
like a crazy vibe like this.
That's a not.
Usually it's inside in a dark room with a stage. But this is like outside.
Yeah, but
Obviously.
She's not
there for a
even
second wasn't even holding a guitar.
I know. They do that a lot.
What'd you do with it?
This is like interpretive dance, but like
Yeah.
rock. Oh, there.
Hmm.
Okay.
This is I don't remember seeing her
Wow.
as much, but I remember this dude.
Whoa.
Specifically, I remember seeing this dude.
Dude, that's a dope shirt.
Randy. That's Randy, yeah.
That
That is a
looks
dope
like a
shirt.
guy that
I think that's
unfortunately.
I think that's Doctor Disrespect's new persona.
Oh wait, I gotta hear what his song
Yeah, that
is.
guy's definitely not a doctor. Just Mr. Disrespect.
Yeah. Well, you heard he got
There's
canceled, right?
Yeah. I'm saying
Yeah.
this guy is definitely not a doctor.
Oh, Jaffield.
This is just Mr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I like him a little bit better right now. He's actually okay. I didn't like that face. Okay, he's getting too cocky. I don't like him anymore.
Yes! His fake-
All right,
Oh,
never mind.
All right,
Nope,
that was
he's my
pretty
guy.
sick. I like
He's
when
my
people-
guy.
Dude,
Yeah.
Danger Zone. Oh, he's got me hooked, dude. I love Danger Zone. Are you kidding me?
No, this is my guy for sure. That was a power
He's got
move.
the
Yeah,
squints
I think
t-shirt.
I've gone full
Yeah.
180 on the air guitar. Well, not the championship. I do like Danger Zone though.
there's a lot more interpretive dance than I don't know. I
Okay,
mean, there's no way that if Jack Black entered, he wouldn't smoke that competition.
I
for
mean,
sure.
I still feel the way of Air Guitar
He's
Championship where I'm
considered a
like,
professional though. He can't
get
enter.
rid of Air
Yeah,
Guitar
true. He's
Championships.
not an amateur.
I'm a sucker for Danger Zone though, so
It's a
I
good
can't be
song.
mad at it. I love that
The
song.
double
It does.
shades,
It gets the crowds going, and Double Shades is a
double
bold
shades,
move, man.
squints,
Yeah, the
shirts. I
T-shirt
mean,
was dope. The fake mustache was dope. I was digging it. It might have been a little
Oh,
too big, but I was digging it. I would have
no.
voted for him for sure. But I
Um,
feel like that's how you win a air guitar competition. It's the vibe.
it's personality.
yeah, it's all
No,
yeah.
it's
It's all
supposed to be Mason.
theatrics.
It's supposed to be about your air guitar playing skills, not about how you dress or how many sunglasses you wear. I'm an air guitar purist. Okay, I think air
That's
guitar
fair.
should get back to its roots.
That's
Okay,
fair. That's fair. I think
that's
you're
why I
wrong, but
do.
that's
I
fair.
go to every competition completely nude.
I feel like that's a violation of some law
Nope,
or
nope. I
parole.
only go to the states where it's legal, and I keep the pick in my ass. So then I can go,
Okay.
oh, and I go, oh no, where's my pick? Where's my pick? I'm about to start. Oh wait, here it is, and I bend over, and I just.
Do you do like a little? Ew. Ah.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yikes!
I feel like I need to go
Yeah,
to church.
yeah. Go to
I
church.
need I need to take a shower. Ugh.
Um, let's see. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Olympics, sort of sports wise, um, Shaun White, the
Okay.
snowboarder, we all know
Yeah.
him, the professional snowboarder who's
Yeah.
won multiple gold medals in the X Games and the
Yeah.
Olympics. He is launching a new professional winter sports league
Nice.
that he's
Okay.
kind of
Cool.
wanting to go against, like the X Games and the Olympics and stuff. Kind of like,
Its own thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
called the Snow League, the first
Nice.
professional winter sports league for snowboarding and free skiing competition that he hopes will provide winter sports athletes their most straightforward opportunity to support themselves competing, as well as a path to being crowned world champion.
I think that's fair. There's probably not a lot
That's
of
cool.
opportunity for you to like show your skills unless you're like picked for the Olympics or something. Like I don't really there's not any college level stuff for that, is there?
I actually don't
I don't know
think
how
so.
that
I'm not
works.
really sure. I think it has to be. I think
Yeah.
it's like, I don't really know. I think it's like skateboarding, sort of. You have to just get like branding and
You
sponsorship.
just like do competitions until
I
someone's
think
like, I think
so.
you're the best.
Yeah, until you get to the X Games. I guess the X Games is really like how you have to get to with the level where you can get into the Olympics. I have no idea. I have no idea. Um,
I don't know
it's
either.
going to debut in winter 2025 with a
Oh,
5 event season.
okay.
The Snow League will feature a global competition format. It'll be held in the
Oh,
U.S. with the remaining 4 held at winter resort destinations around the world, and it will conclude after the 2026 Milano Cortina Games, which is a games competition that's happening in 2026.
good information. Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. The first season will feature 5 men's and women's snowboard halfpipe events, with free skiing introduced midway through the season. Down the line, the league aims to add other disciplines such as slopestyle and big air. I'm excited.
Cool.
I love winter sports.
Yeah, it's just dope.
It's so fun to watch,
It is dope.
and I think it's really cool that he's like retired and is kind of paving a new path for people behind him to like keep
Yeah.
growing, which is so cool.
Well, and I'm glad it's him because I'm sure he was the only like I'm sure he's what got like anyone famous in snowboarding. Like he
I
started
couldn't
young
name
too.
another
No, I couldn't
snowboarder.
either.
There was one, I can't think of his name.
That
I remember
yeah.
he came out last years ago, but oh damn, I can't think of his name. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does
I
matter.
mean, yeah, that kind of.
He's a real person with feelings, and I feel bad that I can't remember
Yeah.
his name, but it's okay
And
because
also
he's
made
not
it
to
to
my
the
head.
Olympics, it sounds like. So he's probably a pretty good athlete.
I'm sure Sean just realizes like because he got in when he was like 16. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
was
mean he was
young the
young
first
for
time,
sure.
so he probably just realizes like he was super lucky that like the path that he was able to fall on led him to the Olympics. He probably realizes there's so many good, skiers and snowboarders that there's no way they would
Yeah,
ever get that
Yeah.
chance. So that's
yeah.
pretty dope.
It's supposed to be a thing of
Hopefully,
like
it's like televised big.
it
For
all
sure.
the all of the I think it's like top 20 men and top 16 women winter sports athletes, and then like they will accumulate points at each event or after each event, and then like at the very end of the season, person with the most points goes to like the people with the most points go to the big competition, and then at the end the winner's crowned with I think total number of points, because he kind of wants a thing of like he says, here's what he says: most major sports have a league of some kind. They allow fans to follow storylines as they develop from game to game or stop to stop, crowning an overall winner at the end of the season. And so he kind of wants his own. He wants that for winter
Yeah,
sports, which makes sense. It
that's
makes
fair.
perfect sense, and I think he saw the success that Formula One has gotten
Okay.
in the U.S. as like forming its own like the F1 like league, the
Okay.
Premier League or whatever, or is that soccer?
Premier League soccer, I
Ah,
think.
Well, just looking at like the
I've watched enough
WN
Tad
and
West,
like
so I
and how
think
the
that's right.
WNBA has like gotten its league succeeding really high right now. He's kind of like jumping on that momentum with winter sports, and it's gonna be awesome.
but also puts winter sports in front of you and every year
Yeah,
rather than
and
every
that's
4 years.
fun
Like
too.
I totally forget about all that stuff until the Winter Olympics
And
comes
again,
around
it's gonna be a thing where they don't
or
have to
X
like
Games, I guess.
they don't have to
Yeah.
find their own competitions and contests and tournaments to join. They have like actual scheduled like events that they are going to, which is I don't know. I think it's gonna be a win-win for everyone.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure Shaun White's going to end up making a lot of money from it.
Yeah, that dude
Yeah,
is
he's
very business
probably
minded. I did not
already
realize.
Yeah.
really well off, I'm sure.
It's
Oh, I'm
amazing.
sure. Well,
Yeah,
starting your own league, I'm sure you have to have a lot of
he's like
something to
Yeah,
do
a
that.
3-time gold medalist in the Olympics and like a 16-time X Games gold medalist or something crazy.
yeah.
He's amazing. It's so sad that he's not
Yeah, Shaun
snowboarding
White,
anymore
we
because I always
salute
live
you.
for it. We salute you. Did you salute with your left hand, Mason?
Right.
Oh yeah, my screen's backwards. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
It's okay.
Okay, so the last thing I have here, which is kind of interesting, it's kind of more on the conspiracy theory level again. Uh, Mason, you'll like this.
Okay.
Authorities in Mexico have put a closure on a 10-foot tall aquatic statue that's like kind of in the ocean, like just offshore. And this is it's a statue of the Greek god Poseidon, which is like makes sense, right? The ocean,
Uh
it's
huh.
sort of in the ocean. He's got a big trident. You can't see that. What
Ah,
am I even doing? Um, he kind of looks like King
Trident.
Neptune from Little Mermaid, just like holding up his trident. He's got the long hair and the crown, and he's like coming out of the water like Aquaman. This is in Progreso, Yucatan, which I don't know where that is, but it's in Yucatan. Oh, Mason froze again.
20 minutes later.
Okay.
All right. Well, good thing we're ending because I'm sure I'm going to freeze in 5 minutes again.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so this Poseidon statue. So yes, so this statue of Poseidon. They're saying they don't have the permits to have the statue there, which is kind of silly because the authorities in Mexico seemingly uh, break their own laws all the time. But like when like other people do it that are like poor, they like get fined like crazy
Of
for that
course.
kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. And so they said so a bunch of activist lawyers filed a legal complaint saying that the statue of the Greek god offended the beliefs of the local Mayan indigenous groups who prefer their own local god of water known as Chalk.
Shock.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
humans, we don't like to get in the middle of deity fighting, it's just bad
Yeah.
news for us every time. This is more of like a humans doing a cancel culture on a god, which
Nice.
not,
Good luck with that.
yeah, good
Yeah.
luck with that.
Good
That's
luck,
been
And
done
everybody
before.
else.
a
Been
lot of
done
like
before.
Mexico social media users were putting on like a lot of like Chalk 1, Poseidon 0 tweets and
Oh,
stuff online, shit like that, like slogans.
Classic.
nice.
And I read that, let me see if it's on here. Okay, so critics of the statue, so people who don't like the statue there, the Poseidon one, cite a series of recent storms in and around the Gulf, which is, the hurricane that just happened, the tropical storms that are always down there. So, Tropical Storm Alberto in June and Hurricane Beryl, which was just the other day, this week, or last week, is proof that Chalk, a fanged, hook-nosed deity,
Cool.
Here's the picture. I know it sounds dope, right? Here's the picture right above Mason's head. A fanged,
Whoa.
hook-nosed deity who isn't quite as Instagram-friendly as Poseidon. He's angry. Chalk's angry. And the defenders of the statue, who like the Poseidon statue being there, have their own arguments, and it might hold up in court, but maybe not as much. They think it's really pretty, and it's good for business because people take pictures in front of it and they pay money. So that's their defense.
Yeah, well, if anything can ruin religion, it's capitalism. So
concerns about this is what I'm reading here. Concerns about the threat to Mayan culture are overblown, says Lizeth Alvarado Juarez, 28, an employee at a hotel in Progreso. So where the statue is.
Soup?
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That might be where the soup is from. I have no idea. But battles between the gods just aren't what they used to be. It's all about the memes, Alvarado Juarez said.
True.
Yeah. So if you're struggling with the hurricane down south, just know Chalk's mad. I don't know how you appease him, if you have to give him like your virgin daughters or maybe just fish, or he gives you fish probably. You probably don't need to give him fish because he's the god of water. Probably give him
like chickens or something. He's probably tired of tuna.
In H.P. Lovecraft, the fish Dagon, all they really want is like they want to breed with the humans so they can make more fish people.
Cool.
So
yeah.
So like I think like that's. I don't know if you sacrifice anything to them. You probably give them other food.
Sounds like you sacrifice yourself or a virgin.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd have a sea kid. That'd be dope. As long as I get to visit on the weekends.
I'm gonna put the
that'd
picture
be sick.
of the fish people from H.P. Lovecraft's Shadow over Innsmouth. Tracy, you've seen it.
I've seen it.
If Kenny was here, he'd tell you. You don't want those, buddy. Ugh.
I'd do it for the story for sure.
I guess. H.P. Lovecraft died penniless.
He literally
I wouldn't write about it.
Story too.
I would just brag about it. It's like, I slept with a mermaid once. Like, oh, like the ones you see in movies. Kind of.
Would you want the fish top half and the lady bottom half, or the fish bottom half and the lady top half? Or male.
You gotta go. You gotta go with the fish bottom half. Like, unfortunately, you have to.
What if it's a male top half and a female bottom half? Not even.
So fish. It's not even a fish anymore.
It's not even fish anymore.
It's
a fish bottom half, or like, what if it's like a half fish, half woman, but it's down the middle like this?
Oh no!
Oh, that'd be so upsetting.
No,
that's the worst out of all of them.
It'd be kind of like Nemo. She'd have like a long arm, and then she'd have like a little fin on the side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fish bottom half though, human top half. Like, I think that's just the best way to do it, because in that way you can feel around and it's not scaly. But then you start reaching down and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
You can't actually. I mean, fish have. Do fish have? Fish have.
Right? No, kind of. I mean, there's not intercourse. Like they lay eggs and then male fish fertilize them. You watch the Futurama episode where they did that with the salmon.
Oh, the slamming salmon.
Yeah. No. I mean, I guess I don't know if every fish does that. I don't think there's actual intercourse though. I don't think there's penetration. Sorry.
No, wait. Fish lay eggs.
Yes.
So they don't. Yeah, they spit out their eggs through their bottom half, and then the male just kind of comes over and squirts cum all over.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
What if you like? I always thought this because when they do that, like the fish has to because they can like squirt, but like
Yeah.
if the
I don't
male
like
was
how
like
you're saying
he got like
squirt.
too excited and he like squirted like he
Stop.
was like because he like the eggs are
I
down
wish my
here. The
screen
eggs
would
are down
freeze right
here.
now.
The eggs are down here, and so what if he's like, what if he's too high up here and he squirts and it doesn't get all the way down and it like all just like dilutes like right above the eggs and he watch it like float away.
I
And
bet
then
it's heavy
just
enough
like,
where it sinks.
I think it is too. I think fish, they've been around a lot longer.
Yeah,
than
I'm
us.
sure they figured it out.
They
I
know-
mean, maybe they have to like,
Yeah.
maybe they have to dig in there and like, okay.
If
you know?
anything can be truly said in the world, Mason and Trace, it is that every species on the planet right now has figured out reproduction. They've pretty much nailed it. You can't deny that about any species.
Yeah.
There are complications, but every species wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for their fucking skills.
Yeah, that's true. And more species would be here if they didn't have like cool stuff on them. You know, like most extinctions, it wasn't on them.
True.
You know, except the dodo bird. I think he was just stupid. And it survived long enough, and God was just like, dude, how? What? You know?
It's gonna be wild when the humans all kill each other because all the other species on the planet are gonna be like, "Wow, did you see that? I didn't know you could do that." Usually, it's like a meteor or like another animal comes in and wipes you out. But like, I guess if you get high enough, you can just like choose to just take yourself out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's privilege. Those monkeys had privilege.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I'm up here waiting for a meteor to take me out. You can just hit the stop button apparently on your whole species.
Well, I mean, not every species. That's how we're still here.
It's true. The little mice ancestors of ours, the little vole or whatever it was, hiding in the cracks.
Crazy.
Speaking of little tiny voles, let's move on to our Missouri Celebrity of the Week. But first, sure, everyone's gonna give their social medias out. Starting
My
with
social
Trace.
security number.
TW Projects on Facebook. I've recently moved and I no longer have a wood shop, but I will still be doing projects. So you can always find a t-shirt or a hoodie. So come check that out. TW Projects on Facebook.
That's so fun, buddy. I love sitting on the bench with my buddies.
Get your hand away from me.
Sorry. Ow. God damn. Mason, go ahead and tell everyone where to go.
I am Mason. You can find me on the internet some places like Google. You can type my name in. I'm there. Don't look at those stats though. They're bad. They're from high school. I wasn't good at basketball. Anyway, we're on Instagram at stop doing that. We're on Instagram at Mason Greenwell 52 on Threads there as well. And then TikTok M Green We. Just yeah.
That's so fun. It's so stupid.
But that's me.
Yeah, that's Mason.
M Green We.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is at Van Windsor. Pick up trash once a week. # catch of the day. Check it out. And then the show, if you want to follow us on Instagram, see when we announce every episode every Wednesday, or other shows that we do, or any updates, mostly Instagram mbr.pod on there, and also on Facebook, it's just Mellow Brick Road. We don't have an X or a Twitter because fuck that, don't have it.
Yeah.
We don't have a TikTok, but you can go to Mason's TikTok for the TikToks of this show. Basically, the YouTube Shorts and the TikToks, like, go to our YouTube page, the one you're watching this on right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're on Spotify, what's up? Answer the question in the poll at the end of the episode. But if you're on YouTube, check out the shorts and the clips. And the shorts are also on TikTok, which is
but they're slightly different, so you have to check out both of them.
Yeah, they are slightly different. I do change them a little bit so that you get a little bit different experience for each one, and you can tell your friends about it, like, oh, did you see the part where Mason sucked on that cow's udder? And they go, what?
No, I thought you said the camera was off. I thought you said the camera was off.
A meerkat, and they're like, you must have got the TikTok experience, bro. Like, man, you must be.
We're not.
You must be like a werewolf, but instead of a wolf, you're turning into Matthew McConaughey, bro. And he's like, all right.
That'd be cool.
He gets his face off because he's a werewolf. Whoa. Anyway, follow our Patreon, patreon.com/mellowbrickroad for our other shows. What you're reading, And as well as Off the Path with Van and Mason. I'm Van.
I'm Mason.
That's Mason. Our D&D sessions are going straight ahead. We're getting close to where we can start streaming that once we get all the characters, everything together. But we are moving through that, so that is coming. And as well as other stuff on Twitch that we're going to do. We've got more games planned. What else am I missing here? I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that everyone watching this and listening is beautiful and perfect in every way. And now we're going to move to our Missouri Celebrity of the Week. Mason, don't give away my secrets and loves.
Oh, sorry.
And this, I would have thought you would have learned that in school, Mason.
Oh, man.
Anyway, to the Missouri Celebrity of the Week, Susan Blow. Which is, oh man, that's close to like a joke.
You probably know her husband, Joe.
Yep. Joe Mama.
No, Joe Blow.
Born in St. Louis. I think I saw Karen DeLette, St. Louis, Missouri. It must be a
yeah. No, I think it's a suburb probably.
Yeah. Susan Elizabeth Blow was an American educator who opened the first successful public kindergarten in the United States. She was known as the mother of the kindergarten, which is so nice. I think we've talked about her before, but I don't think we've had this quote. If I'm wrong about that, throw stones in my head. I don't know. What are we going to do? We're living in Mad Max world now. Yeah. Thunderdome.
It's Missouri. We have X amount of people to work with.
Oh, yeah. I did want to say this before we leave here. You know what? Let me get the quote done before I do this. Here's the quote from Susan Blow. Knowledge is food, but creation is life. And we live not to eat, but eat to live. Mellow manifestations, everybody.
Peace and blessings.
Stay safe out there, guys. Yeah. What were you going to say, though?
I wanted to say that we are not a Christian nationalist podcast. Josh Hawley, go fuck yourself. Push your Christian nationalism somewhere else. No one else in Missouri is on your side. Get out of here. Bye.
I like that the music's fading in right now.
What a stance.